That didn't take long. There's a 55 yards of smokes. Hey, it's season 2 of Final Draw, and what a better way to kick it off than to head to Illinois.
We heading down the road, saying goodbye to North Carolina, headed straight to the land of Lincoln.
We're trying to find Walmart. CJ looked up the directions and never told us where they were. But Tyler's gonna get us straight to home.
I never looked up the directions at all. Never one time. I said, Siri, find me the closest Walmart, but I never had my phone in my hand.
CJ is hangry.
Siri never told me.
CJ's hangry this morning.
And Carson's more worried about finding the darn Walmart than food.
You know what would have solved that? Looking it up.
Guys, what are y'all fighting for? It's the last week in October and we're in Illinois.
All right, guys, got my license. Waiting on CJ now. We got our stuff. We're good to go. We ready to roll for in the morning? Joe. Guys, look at Joe over here.
Ain't it beautiful?
Yeah. That's right. He's been quiet the whole trip. We didn't even know he was back there. Maybe he'll wake up, or he'll just be quiet and stand too. That might look at him.
After driving around looking for Walmart, we finally found somewhere that had our license. So we all bought our license, we're headed to camp, we're gonna unpack, get our bows out, we're ready to go. Yeah. Got the prime sighted in. Now it's time for some ping pong.
What's that? You got, I got that spin. Hey!
Maybe here, that'd be kind of cumbersome in the woods. Like an owl.
Brings a level for the table. Well, early the first afternoon, we got to ride around and get a little bit of a heads up of what we're going to be hunting. Guide showing us some of the property, and man, I tell you what, I fell in love.
There's standing beans out there.
Wow.
And I've got a stand. Right through there is the camera.
Okay.
I went to Illinois last year. Yeah, I love this place.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
First day in Illinois, I'm hoping history repeats itself. Just got to where we're going. First afternoon in Illinois. It's a little bit windy, it's a little bit hot. We came here late season last year, but not to this farm. We're on a river bottom. It is beautiful. It's kind of growed up and thick. These little roads cut in and out. Honestly, I haven't even seen the stand. The guide pointed us in the right direction. We're gonna hang the camera stand. Joe's behind the camera. We're gonna crawl up there. We're gonna let the prime eat tonight. There's some giants on this property, and I hope we get some.
Go get 'em, boy.
Just got settled. It's this beautiful river bottom that we're sitting in. The wind is blowing dead from the bean field to us. Hopefully the deer come from over here to the south, right in front of us. That's what I'm hoping for.
CJ, you killing that game of Candy Crush.
Yeah, man, what's happening on Facebook?
This hunt happened super fast. We had does coming in. They were coming down this little pinch point. I look up, here comes a buck. We're not on communication level yet, and I'm asking him, Joe, are you on him? Joe, are you on him? He's not saying anything. Finally, he repeats himself, yeah, in a little bit louder voice. I'm already drawn, hammer down. First afternoon, Illinois, baby, tag time. Does come in everywhere, running like crazy. Boy, big old mainframe 8-pointer. Was he a perfect 8?
Perfect 8.
Perfect 8.
Perfect 8.
Smoked too, wasn't he?
Smoked.
Hey, baby, give me some of that. Yeah. Right after this buck ran off, we're doing a closing interview. Here comes another buck, about the same size, maybe a touch bigger. He comes right down the same footsteps. Already had a tag punch, so we had to let him go. That's a big old deer too. Just a 7-pointer. He's got a broke too, but still a nice deer. He's about identical to the one I shot. Walking the same path. I was excited. I had to get down and check my arrow. Down and got my arrow, just like I thought, covered in blood, complete pass-through. Blood all over the ground where I shot him. We went back and reviewed the footage. When I first saw that deer, I thought he was a 10-pointer. And right when I shot, I realized he was an 8-pointer. Looking back on the camera, it really doesn't look like he's got brow tines at all. If he's got any, he's got small ones. I'm a nervous wreck right now, honestly. I thought that deer was a lot bigger than he was when I shot. I haven't got my hands on him yet. I don't know that he wasn't, but the camera sure is telling me that he wasn't. I had a couple does come in from over here just like I thought they would, busting down through there. A couple seconds later, here comes this buck, and my first instinct, I picked the bow up and I started shaking. And that's what you come out here for. I asked Joe if he was on him. He didn't say nothing. I said, Joe, are you on him? And that's when he answered, yeah. I put the hammer down, but you know, when I shot, and until we looked at that footage, I was pumped and stoked that I just shot a freaking giant. And, you know, that's why we're out here. So let's go get our hands on this deer. We'll make up our minds then how big he is.
Well, it looked like CJ had a good evening. Now let's go back and check out my hunt. First day here at Lamont Outdoors, Illinois, southeastern Illinois. And it is October 23rd. So hopefully the bucks are going to be up on their feet. It's a little hot today, but it's supposed to be cooling down. We're going to get everything set, kind of observed for tonight. Be ready for in the morning, but big old boy walks by tonight, we're going to be ready.
Just dropped CJ off Carson's behind the bow. We get in the stand. First evening hunt, not really, any expectation, but pumped to be there and just kind of taking it easy.
Alright guys, we're just getting settled in. Got everything up and the wind is kicking. So it's gonna be tough to hear anything. We're in a little bitty pinch point. Got the river right here beside us. I'm ready to go. Hopefully we make it happen. Beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful, wonderful week.
Well, it's late October. We're sitting there, not at all what I had pictured when I thought about this hunt earlier in the year. It's 75, almost 80 degrees. We're sweating to death, fighting mosquitoes, and really didn't know what to expect for this afternoon.
You on him? Are you on him? Right. Stay on him. Stay on him. Is he stuck? That didn't take long. CJ just shot. We're sitting there talking about his shot. 2 seconds later, buck comes out. He went right out there and fell in the field. Illinois, Lamont Outdoors. 2 weeks down, first afternoon. Let's get down and go look at him. Here he is. Guys, check this stud out. Good gosh. Oh my goodness. That right there is what you come to Illinois for. That is a beautiful 8-pointer. My gosh. Look at the mass on that dude. You don't see stuff like this down south. I mean, that is a stud. How wide is he? Was he over? He's over 20, isn't he? Holy Lord, thank you. You have blessed me. It has been amazing. I mean, just a stud of a buck. Guys, this is opening afternoon, and we got a buck on the ground. And this is normally not my story. And I'm talking about, check out this shot. I want to see these new broadheads from True Glow. Guys, that is a fixed blade. That is not a giant mechanical. That is their new 4-blade fixed. And it ate him up. He couldn't take none of that. CJ texts me and says he shot one. And it was bucks chasing does. So I threw out a couple grunts, and here comes a doe on the phone right past us, about to run out of camera light. And we look up, and Tyler hears some grunting. I heard some limbs break, and here he comes through a couple of holes. I had just a second to shoot, and that prime put him down. He ran out here in the field to die. Thank you, Lord. This has been one heck of a hunt. A quick hunt, but a fun one. Let's go mess with the boys right now. We're not gonna tell them we shot. We're gonna tell them I forgot something, cause you know I normally forget something anyway. We're gonna come over here to the tree and I'm gonna pull out my lighted knock. So.
When the guys came to pick us up, CJ was so excited to go get his deer. We had to go in the woods, get his out before I was able to tell him what really happened.
All right, guys, right here's where I shot him at. We're gonna get on this blood trail. We watched him run about 60 yards right over here, so hopefully he's down right there, not any further. Come on. Boy, come right out in that shoulder. There he is, guys. He didn't run far at all, did he? Good gracious. Didn't bleed a whole lot, but come out that opposite shoulder right there.
Well, once we finished dragging CJ's deer out of the woods, I told him I had forgotten something and we needed to go back to the tree before we headed back to camp.
Did you shoot him with the full blade expandable?
Smoked. Dude, he's always. I'm telling you, dude. I don't know why.
Look, son. Look, son.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, son. Did he smoke a big one?
No, he didn't. What did he shoot?
Yup.
A big deer.
Yup.
No, he didn't.
Yup.
Did it?
Dude, that's awesome.
Would you have shot him, Joshua?
Yeah.
Was he in the field when you shot him?
No, he was in the woods and ran out into the field. That broadhead smoked his tail, son.
He come in behind you?
Yeah.
What was he doing, walking the edge of the creek?
A doe and a fawn.
Mister, I don't want to go there. I told you.
A doe and a fawn come through, and I started grunting, and he come behind her. Right.
Good shot.
He straight just drilled him, dude.
I'm talking about walking when I shot.
Congratulations. That is tickle me to death, man.
Hey, that's a freaking 8-pointer or 9.
It was great to be in camp with all the guys. We had a lot of fun, and to be able to tag out on the first day is something that'll probably never happen again and something I'll never forget. Well, the next day we got our deer out for some photos, and we're able to relive the stories and talk about everything that happened. It was just one heck of a hunt. Well, it was a great trip. We love going to Illinois with Lamont Outdoors. Anytime we can spend time with good friends and be able to hang out and share stories and cut up and kill a couple of really nice deer in the process, we love it. So just one heck of a trip. We can't wait to roll back into Lamont Outdoors this fall.